Peace family, Michelle here from Supersfarm. It is the day after market and it was so funny. I pulled my camera, my phone out, and I was like, okay, now I need to take some long video for my YT family. And the market just took off and I never pulled the phone back out again. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to slide in some footage on the short form, but we'll come back to long form in a second. Had a great time. Hey, peace family, Michelle here from Supersfarm. So I have been trying to get away so that I could take some video and share with you guys the market for this weekend, but gratefully the market has been very busy, so I haven't been able to do that. But let me just show you my table for this week. I'm at the market. My sister, Nikki, who I've talked about before, she owns a premium body care product company named Unique and Natural. She was there at the market.
I'm Nikki with Unique and Natural. And what we have today are our candles. We're featuring our new perfumes, cigar bar. Of course, you know we gotta have cranberry moscato. Our new candles, citrus salad or springtime. Yeah, I like that. Yes, ocean therapy and satin sheets. Are handcrafted by my niece. Candle, what do you call them? Like little candle or doilies, I think is what we call them. And then, of course, all of our newest candles in our recyclable containers.
She was there at the market as well. I think she did really good. And so it was just fun doing what I love, hanging out with the people that I love. And I really enjoyed the day. So now back to business. We got some planting, or at least some prepping for planting to do here on the farm. I had some of the blue butterfly pea flower left over from yesterday. This will probably be gone today, but I'm going to microwave it because it's really good warm. And look at this super cute cup that I found at a flea market. It's a Starbucks cup. I guess Starbucks at one point would serve you your drink in this. I wish they had two, but I only had one, so isn't that cute? Peace family, Michelle here from Supersfarm. I am on my way here to a plant nursery, and in a little town on the way to the nursery, they have like a flea market type thing, and I'm just gonna stop here and see. I need a couple large pots to do some planting, so I'm just gonna see what they have, if I can find something here. Otherwise, I may have found a connection on some lick totes that one of the growers at the farmers market yesterday, she mentioned she might have a plug for that. So we'll see, but let me just see what's going on here at the flea market, and I thought I'd bring you along for that. Just thinking, I didn't bring any cash, and they're usually cash, but I'm not too far, so I guess I could always go get some cash if I find something I need. Okay, so this is one of the best investments that I have is raincoats. These are actually suits. I don't need the suit, but the raincoats. And look at this here. This is the overall. If you're thinking of homesteading, or if you got a bunch of property, this is a good investment. I definitely recommend, if you find these, pick them up. Alright, so I did want those raincoats, and he had a couple of books I'll show you in a second that I liked, but he didn't take Cash App. So I went down to another vendor who I purchased a lot of things with, and she will do a Cash App and you can get cash. So I purchased a plant stand from her and a cute little tray. I'll show you all this, but yeah, so we're gonna go back and get those raincoats and those books. All right, so I'm headed to the nursery again. You know, when I was in school, there was a common saying that there is an exception to every rule. It usually made things more confusing for me because I'm very, like, I will follow a formula, and I guess that's considered prescriptive. But if I happen to be working a particular formula where it's one of those exceptions, I suck because I have to follow the formula. Anyway, this trip to the plant nursery is an exception to my rule. So this is a local family-owned nursery I'm going to, and they have compost. And the reason why I'm getting compost is because I need to use it quickly, like within the next 30 days. And I trust them because I know that their piles just sit there and continue to decompose. And it's a mushroom compost. And I don't want to get the bag stuff because it just makes me uneasy. And I'm gonna ask some questions about the mushroom compost because I don't know where they get it from. I don't know anything about it. But I'm gonna try to do as much due diligence as I can. But I say this is an exception to the rule because my rule is don't be in a rush to put anything in your garden. And unfortunately, this year, my bags that I leave sitting out were infiltrated with ants. And that's never happened. And I think it's a timing thing. We warmed up and we had consistently warm temperatures in combination with rain. Turn that off for a second. I'm sure that's annoying. And I think what happened is the ants must have went into the bags with all the rain and also because of the warmer weather. Hold on. Figure that those bags would get ants in them at some point, but I guess I normally time it where this is kind of late in the season for me. Normally I would have top dressed and done everything I needed to do with the compost way before now because my last frost is literally, it was yesterday, my last frost date. So I think with everything waking up right now, that includes the ants, and they found a nice little dry, warm home to go in. Dry, warm home. And anyway, so we're gonna take a gamble and see about this mushroom compost. All right, so when we get to the nursery here, they are selling 1/3 cubic yard for $25. Now, typically when you purchase compost from the store, it's 1 cubic foot, and my bags usually range anywhere between $7 and $7.50. So right there you can see we're saving where we would be spending upwards of $60 for the same amount of compost. Here's the compost pile. I'm gonna go talk to Miss K and see. They also have the small little bags there. I was thinking I might just try out a small bag. I'm not really sure though. I'm gonna see what the prices are like and see what they talking about. So I put this tarp in the back of my truck here, and he's going to load her up. Kind of holding on to this corner here because I couldn't get it to, I might be able to tuck it in there, but it keeps going away like a parachute. But this is the compost here, and I got 1/3 of a yard, which I believe is 1 scoop. Corner there doesn't fly away between him loading it up. I think once the compost is in there, it will weigh it down a little bit. I almost wonder if I should get 2 1/3 yards. We'll start with this. Thank you. All right, so here we go, guys. He said it's been composting a while. It's not very specific, but it looks good. We'll see. So I rolled out the old greenhouse plastic from the Quick Tent greenhouse, and of course there's ants in there, not surprising, but I think what I'm gonna do is use this to put the compost on top of. All right, so I got the greenhouse plastic here laid out. I did spray it off. There was a bunch of ants in there. I know that I'm pretty naive to think that I could just pull that and drag it on there, but I'm gonna try. If not, I was already planning to just shovel it off, get it on there. Let's see. All right, so I'm just shoveling this out one scoop at a time. I think it will eventually get light enough that I can just pull this tarp down, but it might not even be worth it. I mean, I guess at the very end, I don't want to leave any crumbs. It is hot out here. Compost is looking good so far. You know, it's really more woody than I thought it was. I don't know if you can see that, but we'll see. Like I said, I did ask the guy, how long do they let it break down? And he said that they don't make it there at the nursery. The place they get it from, they let it sit for quite a while before they even get it, and then they let it sit as well. I mean, they start selling it, don't get me wrong, as soon as they get it, but of course they'll let it sit until it's gone. So let's see how it does. All right, keep on, I'll bring you back in a minute. I'm about maybe a third of a way. That's what I got left. It's going pretty smooth. I'm glad I only got a third of a yard. I'd rather do a little bit at a time than wear myself out all at once. All right, so I shoveled about half of it out, and then I could just pull the tarp out. I'm going to cover this. Hold on. I'm going to put something on top of it so the wind doesn't blow it away. But I'm covering it. I'm not sure if it's going to rain. I checked the forecast. Doesn't look like we got a bunch of rain, but either way, hopefully it'll continue to break down until I get to it.